You mind going to get my robe? Just, it's getting cool. Y'all don't mind me. I'm gonna be snacking away while we get started. I'm just waiting for people to get in the live. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday. Thank you, sweetie. And I'm gonna be catching you guys up on everything that's been going on with me. I know I haven't been as consistent as I want to be, but I'm here now. And that's all that matters. I'm getting to you guys without actually getting to you guys. So I just wanted to bring that up to you guys. I am going to be just answering some questions here on this live. If you guys are interested in watching this live to get some answers. Hi, you guys. I see a couple of people have arrived in the live today. Happy Sunday. I'm going to be going over some Q&A questions if you guys happen to have anything you guys would like to ask. So, as you guys know, I have been in my hair transplant journey for about almost 5 months, going into 6 months now. And excuse me for snacking because I'm hungry. But I am, going into my 6 months. And I just want to answer a few questions for you guys, or go however long you guys would like to go. You good, babe? You guys can go as long as you guys would like to ask me questions. I'm here. It's not all the time that I could, just sit down and relax. And now I'm at a moment where I can actually sit down and relax and answer some questions for you guys, if you guys happen to have any. I know some people have been quite irritated the fact that I have not been able to reply or respond to a lot of comments as of lately, just because life is life. I apologize that I'm not as consistent or cannot answer at the time that you would like me to, but I'm here and you can ask me questions now. Yeah. I recently moved across the country. As we know, that takes a lot of work, especially if you're moving from the East Coast back to the West Coast. That's a lot. It's exhausting. So I'm just now getting settled into my place. And I have not been able to do content the way that I have, just because packing, driving, traveling, spending time with family and friends, and also I'm here to support my husband right now. Currently, his grandmother is departing from us, and I'm here to answer your questions here in the meantime. But I'm here to support my family and be present with my family, if you guys understand. I hope you guys do understand. But if you guys have any questions, ask away for sure. Let me see. I don't see anybody saying anything. Can you guys hear me, or can you say hi, just so I know if there's any questions coming in or something, because I don't see anybody like typing any chats. Should I go? Let me see. It should be visible. Hon, do you have your phone? Anyway, you can send the live and type something, see if it pops up. You want to ask me a question too?
So right now,
I'm talking live. He's like, well, how does that work? Are you typing something? Is it allowing you?
take a bite.
Okay. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure that you guys can actually hear me. You guys can actually see me. that you guys are asking questions. So great. Now that I know that you guys are able to participate in my Q&A, maybe I should get my tablet.
He froze, but maybe that's my fault.
Maybe I should get my tablet so I can get my questions. You get my iPad for me, babe?
Keep this with you. That might be my service though.
Probably. So I'm actually looking at myself here just to see, because this is like my actually first time trying to do an actual live with you guys. So super excited.
Keep it. That way you know.
So I'm gonna just open up my tablet and get to the questions that I have, or people have been commenting on my page, and answer some questions here for you guys that will hopefully help you find your way on your journey. Hold on. Something's off. It's not working. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wing it, huh? And like I mentioned before, sorry that I'm snacking, but I styled my hair today. If you guys happen to follow me along on my journey for hair transplants, excuse me, I'm in my 5th month going on my 6th, and I have been loving my growth results so far. I do feel like there's still some ways to go, just because there are some sparser places that I do notice, but I'm not upset or anything like that. It just needs more time, I feel, just because we're not even a full year into this whole hair transplant journey. We're kind of almost at the halfway point, so, and not even just starting at the halfway point. So super excited about that. I have not used any gel, or, well, I did use some Adoa type of hair gel. If you guys happen to watch my live, not my lives, my video previously, or my hair update, then you guys will be able to see the products that I am styling my hair with. So I have been kind of going to mainly just my half wigs. If you guys are interested in knowing the type of hairstyles, I have a hairstyle film for you guys. It's just I haven't been able to edit it or anything like that, or post it or anything like that. So when I get a second to do so, I will be editing that video and posting it for you. I'm glad I've kind of worn the hair for quite some time to get my opinion on it. So I'm quite happy about that, just so I can give you guys a thorough review of the hair that I was using in my video. But I do happen to have some new hair that I am going to be trying. So my thing, like I mentioned to you guys, as of now, I am currently doing half wig units, just because I'm not going to be doing the wigs. I'm not going to be doing like full lace wigs or anything like that, because I feel like, to me personally, I'm not going to be living the same life that I used to. If I continue to use the life, or continue to live the life that I did before my hair transplant, then I will not have any edges. You know what I mean? So just taking note of that. As of right now, there has been some sort of small changes, not really drastic changes, but I have also some new products that I have been using for hair growth. I've also been educating myself on hair growth and how I can grow my hair a lot faster. I know a lot of people probably ask me what's the secret to actually growing my hair as long as I did. And personally, I feel like washing my hair played a huge part often, and also taking my prenatal vitamins. So although since I've been moving, I I have not been able to stay consistent with taking my prenatal vitamins. So as soon as I locate them, I'll be taking them. But I would like to congratulate everybody who has had their hair transplant done as of recently. I hope you're having a great journey with this so far. There was a comment that I got today. You guys, I just want to let you guys know, I want to thank you guys for the ones who are patient with me. There is not every day I can, respond right when you want, okay? It's been a while since I have replied to my comments, but I am human and I have my own personal life. And I hope you guys can respect that, because this isn't a place that I'm just on all the time 24/7, and you can't expect me to just reply when you want me to. And I don't expect that from anybody who I follow or anything like that, because that's just too much pressure. But I got a comment today and she was stating that I don't reply to my comments, and it kind of rubbed me a little wrong, because I'm like, okay, well, no, I haven't been able to reply to my comments as of lately. Why? Because I just moved from Baltimore to California. That's a huge major jump. I've been trying to prepare myself for the move. I've been driving. I'm exhausted and I'm tired. Also, I am spending time with my friends, my family. My husband, his grandmother is departing from us, so I'm here supporting the family for a loss. Like, there's so much going on in life right now that I have not been able to consistently reply to the people who comment, and I really do appreciate you guys' comments, your thoughts, your well wishes and everything like that. Thank you guys so much for that. But I can't be here and present every single day that you want me to. I can't be there all the time. I will get back to it. I am going to get back to my consistency, because I am now in my place. I still got a lot of unpacking to do and stuff like that, and get settled with life and my whereabouts, my new surroundings and everything like that. It's still a learning journey for me. But yeah, we will pick things back up on a consistent basis, and I will be furthermore educating you guys on everything if you guys need to know. And if you guys, like I said, if you have any questions, you guys feel free to ask them here in this live if you guys have any questions. So I hope you guys are having a really great Sunday. Sorry if I'm smacking, but this is good. I'm really hungry. But I don't really have any people on this particular live on YouTube. I mean, I have people here, but I don't seem to be nobody asking questions, which makes things a little bit easier. So maybe next time I can schedule a live for you guys. Would you guys like that? Would you guys like to comment whether or not you guys like to see more details, or if I should schedule a Q&A for you guys, so you guys can ask me any questions you guys regarding my hair transplant journey and whatever else. Like I said, I'm not gonna be on the internet 24/7. It may appear that way, but I'm not on here all the time. But if you guys have questions you guys would like to ask, I am here on live. Maybe I'll go live a little bit more frequently, so that you guys will get a chance to be present in the situation, so you guys don't feel like you're being left out. But I'm really excited for all new things coming. This is just the beginning for me, I guess, in styling and everything like that. So There will be an update going up tomorrow, a weekly update, like I normally have been. I've been giving you guys weekly content, excuse me, as to where I am in my journey, just because some people like the day-to-day information, some people like the weekly information, but I never stop recording for you guys. If there's something new to talk about, I talk about it. If there's not much going on, then I'm skipping over it, you know. So because first of all, I'm here to educate, slightly entertain, but that's not my job. But I'm more so focusing on educating and shining light on struggles, people's struggles. I struggled with traction alopecia for an extremely long time, and I figured that I should get a hair transplant, and it worked. And so now I am here today to tell you guys that you can do something about your situation too. And yeah, there are so many options for you to fix your situation, because to me, I thought it was just no hope. And especially being in the United States, a hair transplant costs an arm, a leg, and an ovary. And I don't have any of those to give. So I started researching other places just because randomly, I'm going to tell you guys about the time I decided to get a hair transplant. I guess this is probably a story time. So one day I was just scrolling on TikTok. I was scrolling on TikTok because I don't know about you guys, with having traction alopecia, I was, you know, always on social media, on Google, on YouTube, trying to find different things, trying to find answers for these type of bald situations or traction alopecia, thin edges, whatever. There was nothing. There was nothing I could do. So then one day, because I'm always looking for like how to like hairstyles for thin edges, hairstyles for traction alopecia. I'm always looking for different options, right? So when I came across TikTok, one day I saw this girl talking about her hair transplant. And she had traction alopecia, because I also like to like look at people in their before and afters just to make sure that our situations are kind of the same and that our stories are similar and everything like that. So when I came across this girl, I don't even know exactly who this person was, but when I came across this girl's TikTok page and I went in thorough detail about her process, I started looking into other people. It kind of was like a tumble effect, you know, if you will, of trying to find out, all right, this sounds like it might be a good game. It might be a good thing for me to just dive right on in. And then like sometimes I would go on some people's pages and they kept like the pricing a secret, which kind of bothered me a little bit. But I guess some people want to build anticipation or animosity. Like they just want that curiosity factor there. I don't know why, but some people aren't comfortable with giving out how much they paid for their procedures and whatnot. But when I found out how much she paid, I was like, oh, okay, well, things might be possible for me, you know? So I started to just dive deep into hair transplants altogether, started looking at other people who were in my situation and comparing them, seeing how much they paid. I mean, like literally listening to every story that they had, just to see if this was a good fit for me. That's why I always preach to you guys, to let you guys know that you need to do your research. Why? Because this person might not have the same issue that you may have. Number two, how did they go about or prepare for the situation? What was their situation? How much did they pay? Do they have the same hair type texture? So all those plays a huge part for me when trying to factor in where I should go. So the most talked about clinics for hair transplants were just mostly Longevita and Heva. I recently had a girlfriend who did a hair transplant with Heva, and her experience was really, really great. Although she really, really hated her hotel and the food there was really crappy. So, like I said, she said she loved the service and everything went well, but the back end, it just wasn't it for her. I went to Longevita in Turkey. Yes, I went to Longevita in Turkey. If you would like, I do happen to have my first video when it goes into hair transplants. If you go to my playlist, I have a hair transplant playlist. If you want to go to that, it has like the whole vlog. It has another video. There's a more thorough detail on how to prepare for your appointment if you like to. And thank you for attending, Jaylee. I really do appreciate you being here. But yeah, it's really, really affordable. I really highly recommend, if you guys can, if you guys are thinking about getting a hair transplant, and especially for afro hair, I highly recommend trying to get with Longevita. If you guys, if at all possible, can. And I'm not trying to push them because I'm not making a bit of crumb. I'm not making any type of income or any profits from telling you guys what clinic I went to. There is an affiliate program that they do offer, but I'm not preaching strongly on Longevita because there are some ups, some downs, and there's ups and downs in every situation, in every type of clinic there is. I don't know one person that had just a complete, fantastic, fabulous time when they got their hair transplant. So yeah, so I definitely just want to let you guys know that. But as I mentioned to you guys, I had a girlfriend that recently went to Heva to get hers done, and compared to how Heva and Longevita works, I honestly felt like I was living so good, like a princess, with Longevita versus Heva. And the reason why she went with Heva, because she was going to go to Longevita, was because they denied her of her service. Yeah. I highly suggest you guys put in the hard work and effort to make sure and assure yourself that you are going to get the best results. I don't want nobody pinpointing to me as to why their hair transplant had an issue, why they had a problem, why they went to that clinic, because especially if it's a clinic I don't know. But even if you did have a problem, how can I fix it? I don't know what I could do. I'm only preaching and teaching only solely what's going on with me. So if you have an issue with your hair transplant, I can only give you the information that I know, because why, I have not been in your shoes. But I'm pretty sure there are other people that have been in those shoes to give you some advice, and you should listen to their advice. That's why I say to a lot of people, you should definitely do a lot of research, find out what their situation was before, during, and after. What was the final results? That's super duper important. Just because I've heard a lot of stories. This one guy, he was talking about he had some sort of like infection or something like that, and he had to get like antibiotics and shots like that while he was in Turkey. And it comes to find out that none of the antibiotics or anything that was taken in Turkey worked for him. So he ended up coming to the US where he resides, and he had to go to the dermatologist and get something done for his infection. So if there's anything that goes wrong, your second go-to would be a dermatologist to see if there's any like infections or problems like that they can solve, or a hair doctor, worst case scenario. I would hate that for you, because you've already spent all this money on this procedure for it to not work. I would hate that. But of all things, you need to go to the doctor first and foremost about everything. And the reason why I say that is because the doctors are going to diagnose you for any issues that you may have, what type of condition of alopecia that you may have, any type of iron levels, zinc levels, magnesium levels, vitamin D levels. All those play a part. Your vitamins play a huge part, a huge role in hair growth, if you guys didn't know. So if your hair might be falling out, maybe you need to go see a doctor or your primary caregiver just to see what your levels are looking like, if you're deficient in anything, because how the body operates is your body is not thinking about your hair. So find out from the doctor, make sure everything's good to go. And it's also good to find out what type of alopecia or situation you're dealing with, because you might have something that might not can have a hair transplant. It will be a waste of money because your hair will continue to fall out. You know what I mean? So, and not a lot of people are aware of that. Sometimes some people think that hair transplants might just work for them, and it might, but it might fade away, and then they'd be wondering why. Good question. So I didn't necessarily choose the FUE hair transplant. At the time, that was the only thing that they offered, and it seems like that's a pretty common thing out of the country for some reason, FUE hair transplants. So I don't know. That was just pretty much the only service that they kind of offered for me, and I just went along with it. However, I think I still would just like it this way, the way that I had it originally, versus the FUT. The FUT, I don't know if I would have liked that one as much, but I mean, it's pretty good. But the thing is with me, I really want to know is if anybody has ever had a comparison, which one was better, FUT or FUE. So I don't really know what's the difference and what is even a sapphire. I don't even know what that even means. You know, I didn't educate myself, pardon me, on that particular one. At the time when I did decide to go about getting one, I knew of just the FUT, FUE. So I do apologize if I'm not as informative on those different types of options for you guys. So yeah. Have you thought of going, or have you did any research as to which one would be best for you in your situation? And I've heard from a couple of my supporters here on TikTok, they were saying that with the FUT, what was I saying? I'm sorry. Pardon me. I really don't know what a sapphire though is. FUE. I've lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's been a long day. I'm tired. But let's see. What was I trying to say? There has not really been any like comparison though. I would really like to see. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Someone was telling me that only in the United States would they ever do the FUT. They will never do the FUE. You're so welcome. Someone told me that in the United States they would only do the FUT method only. I was kind of curious as to why they would do that. But that's what she told me, because there are a couple of people who share their testimonials and their results that have had their surgeries done in the US. And I honestly, kudos to the ones who are able to actually go to the doctors here in the US, just because they only do like up to 1,500 grafts. You might be thinking you're getting a really extremely good deal for 1,500 grafts, but that's like the maximum. Snow, y'all, sorry. But that's like the maximum that they would ever do. 1,500 grafts. That's crazy, because I got 3,000 for literally just 1,500. You know, if it on paper, the whole everything cost me, including my hotel, PRP treatment, um, what else? Transportation, and the hair surgery itself. All that cost $2,043. So I thought that was an awesome amount. Um, that was awesome. I thought you couldn't beat that.
Damn, how many of them?
But yeah, it's just so many things to talk about. So if you guys have questions, don't be afraid to ask me. I'm here. And if you guys are able to, are you guys enjoying this type of live? Do you feel like it's a little bit more personable? The fact that you're able to ask me prompt questions whenever you're wanting to. You can get direct answers right now versus waiting for a release of a video or some sort. I think I kind of like this just because we are able to like connect with each other this way. How long did I stay in Turkey? I stayed in Turkey for 3 days. And the reason you're only oh yeah, I do enjoy live too as well. I do. You're only supposed to stay in Turkey only for 2 days after having the surgery, just because they need to wash your hair the second day. After the second day after your wash, you are good to go home. So I extended my day one more day just because my flight left kind of on the day of my flight. So I just stayed for an extra night. They included another night. And of course I had to pay for it, but they put another stay on my on this on the payment plan, and everything worked out. So it's according to you. You can even tell them that you're coming earlier if you guys want to. Me personally, I didn't think I wanted to be there any longer than I had to. I really wanted to get home immediately, but I didn't want to stay at the airport just sitting there or anything like that after my surgery. So I decided to just, stay one more night and then go when I was ready to go. But yeah. And I really did enjoy the fact that everything was just brainless for me, because all I had to do was just pay for the service that I was wanting to get, and I didn't have to worry about anything else. All I had to do was show up and feed myself. That's pretty much it. And feeding for the breakfast part was pretty okay. It was pretty decent. Y'all pardon me, I'm out here with my family. But Snow, come here. Yeah, you can actually bring somebody with you if you wanted to. Although I do know they charge them a little bit extra. Maybe like $50 or something like that. I didn't bring a companion or anything like that to come with me for this. But you can. I just know they charge just a little bit more, just because you do have the amenities of a buffet breakfast. Mine came with a buffet breakfast, but I only was able to attend one breakfast out of 3. So I think I kind of got a slight rip off on that, just because they scheduled the surgery super early that morning. So I didn't get a chance to have that. Moment to go have an actual buffet breakfast that morning. And let's see here. Yeah, like I said, I only had one breakfast. So sorry if I'm kind of blank. It's like so much going on around. I'm just having a hard time trying to concentrate. But yeah, you can do a companion. It is a little bit extra. Honestly, my thing whenever I got back to the hotel is I just FaceTime family and friends, and went to sleep for the most part. I didn't really care to do any sightseeing or anything like that. I was kind of glad that they scheduled my service a little bit earlier, So I was able to just kind of get it over with. The only thing that I would say that made me the most nervous was just getting the numbing shots. I don't know if y'all seen that video, but it is not fun. It is so painful. I rated it 8.5 feeling of burning sensation. It was more like a burning liquid of fire. So
No way you keep score.
let's see here. Did you guys have any more questions you guys want to ask? I do have more questions and stuff like that.
You know what's in my hand already.
Oh, maybe you guys can comment and ask me how long or how often do you guys think I should do a live? Should I do a live like every 2 weeks, once a week, once a month? What do you guys think? Yes, you do have to pay for your airfare separately. So my airfare was an additional $1,200. So it brought it to like $3,243. But I do believe there is a video also on my TikTok too. It's more thorough and it kind of gives you like the overall purchase, how much I spend on everything, so you'll get like the whole total number of how much I spent on food, everything, transportation, airfare, all that. 2 weeks regarding, okay, 2 weeks sounds good. I think I can make plan for progress on every 2 weeks. Do you guys feel comfortable with more so the weekend or like Sunday, Friday? I feel like Friday, I mean like the weekend is probably overall a good timing to probably catch people when they're like off and able to do the live. I hate that I was able to just, I hate it and I love it, but I hate that I didn't plan for this because more people could have probably participated with more questions if they had. But I love that. Thank you, and thank you for actually being here and participating. I really do appreciate you. Have you figured out who you were going to go to yet, or you're still kind of just, you know, getting a feel for things?
This is what happened. I had my shit planned out, but you came over here and smacked the table, so now I gotta reorganize my thoughts. So if you want to talk, you can sit down and talk like that. Okay, bye, Medea. Bye, Medea.
What are they playing? Oh, I'm getting a feel for it. Okay, I see. Well, if you're definitely in the situation, I definitely will say go for it, because I know there's a lot of things up in the air. Most common thing that I hear about it is, well, how I'm gonna go to work, how will I do things as far as going to work, covering up, you know. I say go for it, go ahead and get it paid for, go ahead and get it done, because you're wasting time, in my personal opinion. I think it's a great idea, but first go to your doctor, make sure everything's aligned, everything's good with you, so when you do get the surgery, you don't have any issues that occur. I don't want you to have any problems. Like I mentioned, some people prematurely just go ahead and get the surgery not knowing that they have some sort of illness or something like that that is affecting them and could cause long-term issues where the hair just falls right back out. So it would be pointless to do that. But make sure you do your homework, make sure you're educating yourself all around to figure out which surgery or which clinic is best for you. Also, who is the best role model type for your hair type for this service. Get a feel for all their stories, and I don't care how many it is, listen to everybody's story. Everybody has a different story, so just in case your story doesn't align with mine, you can go to somebody else and be like, all right, she was in this situation, she wasn't, but I'll listen to her because we're in the same boat. We have the same story, so I can compare. But if we don't have the same similar story, then we can't really compare. I can give you somewhat of things to do, like maybe hair products or something like that that I could recommend, or my regimen of how I treat my hair and stuff like that. But if you have some sort of issue or problem, I want you to be able to handle and solve that problem, even if I can't personally, because I don't know the answer to give you, if that makes sense. Thank you so much, Miss Fashionista.
Dang it, Donald.
Yes, I feel like I had to give you guys the real tea, like every single day. I wanted to be present for you guys every single day, even though I haven't been as, I would say I'm consistent, because there's not a day that I have missed. Even to this day, I'm recording every single day. I might not post it every day, but when I get to that week or the end of the week, I will post that video so you guys are in the know. I don't want you guys in the dark about anything, because as a content creator, someone who strives to perfect my craft, I educate myself and watch other creators as well, and I find out what's missing in their content so that I can provide you guys that information that's missing, because I know those are questions that pop up. Sometimes we got to go around and all this to find the answers. It shouldn't be that hard. But I know some people just like post and they go, and I'm not trying to be that person that just posts and go. I'm trying to be as informative as possible to give you the best tips so that you have a good experience, or a decent experience. Yeah,
I have to get a stretch on this mother lover because
I really enjoy talking to you guys and communicating with you guys, because the information that we're talking about, we get each other, we understand one another. I don't have to really go deep into what I'm talking about, because you guys are already there. You already kind of understand the situation. So really love that. I am going to be doing more videos. What type of videos are you guys interested in seeing, or what type of information? I know we're talking live and getting answers and whatnot, but what type of like content are you guys wanting to see particularly, so that I can provide that for you? Congratulations, Sharice. Oh, I know, but did they not offer you like some sort of like treatment where you don't feel it? Because I know Heva's really good about giving you something so you don't feel the pain for that. Longevita didn't offer it to me. That's kind of like a con for me, because they have it, but they didn't offer it. Like, none of the things that are offered to you should not be a second thought. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but when I went down there, it looked sketchy, okay? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We as you Americans, I would say, we as you the Americans here, we are very spoiled. I'm gonna just say that, because when I looked in this clinic, it looked like, I don't know, a foreign hospital. That was the best way I could explain it. But it did not look like a procedure room, something high-techy or anything like that. So don't fret, don't run, because it just wasn't to my expectations. Oh, it's an extra 300. Girl, no $300 for me. Honestly, I would not do, even if I had the option offered to me, I still wouldn't have done it. I think I could scream it out just the way I did. You guys saw a little part of the beginning of it, and then you guys saw the end situation result of it. But in the middle of me taking the shots, you guys, I was screaming. I was screaming the Lord's name. There's nothing that's going to protect you at that point except for Him. You're going to live, but as soon as the numbing gets into your system, like it settles, you're fine. From there, it should be smooth sailing. I did also have somebody that told me that they had to tell them to stop because it was getting too painful. But if you guys have ever had any type of pain in your life, like a tattoo, the best way I can describe it is like the pain of a tattoo. No, it is not a tattoo, but it's like liquid fire. It's the best way I can describe it. But it burns, but it only just burns in that second that they're injecting it. When they're done, you don't feel it anymore. But your body is like hyperventilating, like you're shaking. Because I was like, I was shaking so bad. It was crazy. I was shaking so bad because I don't know. My body was trying to comprehend what was going on. He was like, "Are you okay?" when he gave me my shots. So I am glad that is over. I'm glad I don't have to relive it. So I'm super happy about that. But I say, if you can, scream it out. You'll be fine. If you've given birth to a kid, you should be great. I have not given birth to a kid, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't compare to childbirth. Childbirth probably is a lot more extreme. They do Fox tests, you guys. Yes, so they did inquire about all the things prior to me getting the surgery. It was like a questionnaire test and all that type of stuff. But I've known people to try to go with Longevita, have been denied due to the Fox test. Excuse me. And I didn't have any issues or anything like that, so I was kind of good to go. So I do highly recommend, if you guys have ever been denied by Longevita, to go with Heva, just because these are the only type of clinics that I've known to work really, really great for the Afro texture type hair. I highly don't recommend going someplace that don't have your hair type. That would just be bad on your end, just because you have no proof that it worked. A Fox test is basically just screening out for any like heart conditions, kidney, anything to do with anything that could possibly cause you to have some sort of reaction or whatever to interfere with this procedure. Although Heva is this clinic that kind of works around that. I personally think that Heva will take anybody, honestly. So if that's something you guys are interested in and really, really wants it, then I suggest go to Heva. Heva is going to take you, I feel, regardless of your situation. But as I mentioned to you guys, make sure you do your homework. Go to the doctor prior to getting a hair transplant surgery, just so that you are informative or informed about what type of issue that you are having or may be having, so that you're not disappointed in the end result. Just because I know some people just aren't aware. You don't go to the doctor not knowing or thinking that you may have an issue or some sort of deficiency that is causing you to have this issue. But I need you to know that information before going, because I don't want nobody coming on here talking about, oh, well, things didn't work out because I listened to you. No. See, now I told you to do your research. I told you to do your homework. If you're not gonna put in the work, then why would I? That just don't make sense. So just be sure you guys are doing everything that you guys possibly can, so that Snow, come here, so that you guys can get the best results. Come here, mama. But yeah, I just want you guys to be happy in your results. I want you to have good results, no issues. I know some people tend to complain about over harvestation. That's something you also want to pay attention to, because a lot of people say, well, not a lot of people, but there's been some people that are a little concerned about their hair not, I'm sorry. There has been a lot of people that have been saying that they have gotten over harvested. And you would know that. And I would say that in the back of your head, the hairs that they take from your donor area, I'm just going to say that. The hairs that they take from your donor area in the back will no longer grow again. I need y'all to hear me loud and clear, because a lot of people don't really know that. So if you have really extremely fine, thin hair, I don't know how you might feel about extra thinner hair in the back of your head. Because me, I have fine hair, yes. Is it very, like, because y'all have seen my hair grow back in the back. And yes, it has grown because it's time for it to grow. But the hairs that they took out to place here in the front, that hair did not grow back. That follicle went up here. It didn't grow back here. It grew up here. So I need you guys to be aware of that. Some people automatically think that, oh, well, a new follicle will grow. No, that follicle moved to a new location. So I need you guys to comprehend that. Let's see here. Is there anything that you guys are curious about or have any questions about particularly? Now, I also just want to give bragging rights on pricing out in Turkey. You cannot beat pricing in Turkey. The food was extremely cheap. I don't know if I told you guys, but I had a steak my first night. Everything in that hotel on the menu was less than $20. Okay, nothing surpassed that amount. I think I maybe paid maybe $74 for all my night food and snacks. So if you guys are curious about how much extra money you guys need to take with you, that should do it. No, only when you do an FUT hair transplant, they have a line where you can see that. But I'm gonna tell y'all now that the hair cutters in Turkey are crappy. Reason why I say that is because I have my hair on the top here, but on my hairline, it's all even on my hairline. It's a chunk of hair in the top here, and it kind of thickens and then slowly fades out altogether. So they're horrible hair cutters. But there is no cuts on my head. I have no cuts. I hope I answered that correctly. Did I read that or answer that correctly for you? And honestly, I don't think they really want you to keep your hair. When did I start doing my own hair care regimen? Great question. I started doing my own hair care regimen on post-op day 18. I continued to use the foaming lotion and the shampoo that they gave me. But for some reason, after my scabs had shed, my skin started breaking out really bad. I had closed comedones all on my skin, like all on my forehead, all in my cheek. But I feel like it was coming from the foam, because when you put the foam on your head, it kind of just like drenches and melts all down your face, and you have to continue to wipe it with a wet damp rag or something like that to keep it from dripping into your eyes and whatnot. So after I started changing my products, I went for the Honest shampoo. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that brand, but Honest shampoo is I don't know if you guys know Jessica Alba, but Jessica Alba is the actual owner of Honest brand, and she has this lavender shampoo which has really great ingredients for your situation, just because we all know that lavender is something that's very soothing and calming. It also has some aloe vera in there as well, so that's really good. I also put a syringe worth of pumpkin seed oil, so I just added that little splash into my shampoo, and I feel like it really helped. And if you guys don't know or aren't aware, pumpkin seed oil is just a softer, gentle Rogaine, if you guys will. So if you guys are interested in kind of giving your hair a boost of growth, I would suggest putting some pumpkin seed oil in your shampoo. That might give you guys a little boost in your shampoo. And then if you guys keep up with all of my hair care regimen routines and stuff like that, then you'll know how long it took to get other products. I started going towards the Hair Growth Company product line. Their products are so amazing. It's very effective and all organic and natural. You'll be amazed at the whole hair care line. And what I love about that particular hair care line is the fact that I'm able to comprehend and understand what I'm putting on my hair, because it's not like some foreign ingredient where I gotta look it up. No, it's something that I know off the top of my head. So it'll say organic argan oil, organic coconut oil, things of that nature. You'll know exactly what you're putting on your hair. It has chebe powder in there. It has all types of things in there that you'll be like, yes, I need that. So, and my favorite product from that line is the 10-in-1 growth hair oil. Oh my god, y'all, like my hair literally breathes so good when I use that product, and I'm going to continue to use it. I'm working on possibly making my own, just because I feel like making my own would be least cost effective. So I think I'm going to do all of that. You're shaving all yours off? Oh, wow. Have you gathered a plan as to how you're going to go about your future hair after the procedure? Yes, I bought travel size bottles just because the sizing of the bottles that they sent me home with were well over 3 ounces. It was 7 ounces, I believe, and 5 ounces. So I had to break both of those bottles down to make sure that everything was good to go for travels, because we weren't throwing nothing away. We wasn't gonna throw anything away. Needed that. No, if your bottle is over 3 ounces, I highly recommend breaking that bottle down just in case. I would say, or highly encourage you to take travel bottles just so that you are able to break that down just in case. It's better to be safe than sorry, because I don't want you to be like, oh, well, now I can't bring home what I really need to maintain a healthy hair growth for this. Oh, I'm so sorry, King with Stas. Oh my God, I bet we do not like the shot glass phase. But let me ask you, before the shot glass phase, how did you feel about the growth? How did you feel about, you know, because it was getting real for me when I was like, okay, we got something. How did you feel? Because I feel like whenever the hair starts to grow and you start to get a taste of what it could possibly be, then you be like, okay, this actually worked, which is so crazy. But I would say shot gloss for me, just it faded in and it quickly faded out. I know when my hair was growing back, just as quick as it left, it came back. So I wouldn't stress or trip on it. I know it will come back just as quick as it fell out. Some people are a little bit longer, but honestly, how often are you washing your hair? How often are you maintaining that? And also, are you taking any vitamins too? I feel like that helps a lot. Awesome. I'm so glad, because then that's the real deal showing up, you know, just giving you a sample before it shows out. I know, but before you know it, it'll be back and you'll be like, oh, that wait wasn't that long. Because I think I was around the time of definitely 2 months for sure. I think, I'm not exactly sure when. I want to say around maybe 49th day, I saw growth coming back.
So basically, yeah. No, you was playing for some money. You would have won. How many rounds was there?
How's it going, honey?
Good. Still live?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you guys, I think I really, really like this. I know I often go on TikTok to talk to people there, but if you guys don't follow me on TikTok, you guys should. If you guys have a TikTok, just because most of the times I'm able to really respond mostly over there than YouTube, which is crazy. I don't know why. I don't get on YouTube as often like that, but I should. But I do enjoy going live with you guys as often if I can. I would love to do this every 2 weeks, maybe once a month, so that you guys can actually get some actual answers directly. But I thought of doing like some actual like baby hairs, but all my hairs are kind of like slicked back. It's just softly molded back. It's not really like gelled down or anything like that. So I need to be washing my hair today because it is Sunday reset, so I need to do that. Yes. Okay, let me tell you something. Since you are in your second month, what I honestly feel like helped me was washing it every day if I could, if not every other day. Thank you so much, beautiful. I was washing it every day for a really, really long time. So if you could, I don't know if it's in the works for you to do so, but I would strongly suggest, if you want really, really fast hair growth results, probably try washing your hair more than just every 3 days. Every 3 days is excellent though, don't get me wrong. You are doing great. That's excellent. But if you could wash it more than that, I think you would probably see a little bit more growth results. Some people say, y'all know how we are in our community. They say that washing our hair would dry our hair out. And I read this book, and she made all the sense in the world. She said, how can washing your hair dry your hair out? It's water. It's moisture. How? Now, it's not about how many times you wash your hair. It's what you wash your hair with. Okay? A lot of people get that kind of mixed up. And she's absolutely right. She said that you should definitely use shampoos that are less sudsy like. So, meaning that whenever you use your shampoo, if your shampoo, you use a pump or so and it lathers up super crazy, you probably shouldn't be using that product because it's a little bit too strong. Now what she did recommend was to shampoo your hair with something less sudsy and only do one shampoo, so it doesn't strip you of all your natural oils and keep it moisturized and maintained. So I highly recommend, if you guys are able to, if you can, like I said, any products also too that I recommend to you guys, I'm not getting a dime for sharing this information. This is all free information. But if you guys would like to check out the Hair Growth Company products, I highly recommend them just because they are pure organic products. I absolutely love them. I love the way it lathers. I love the way it keeps my hair feeling amazing. My scalp feels like it can breathe. It feels like it's getting the nutrients and things that it needs to grow, you know. So I highly recommend that you guys give that a try. Check it out. And how I came about discovering the Hair Growth Company in particular, my mother, she purchased this kit for my birthday. So I was able to get this whole big kit full of products And I had never heard of them until she had got it for me, but I was just blown away about the results that I got from the hair products. So super duper happy. I still got a lot of products left behind, although I needed more of the 10-in-1 growth oil. The 10-in-1 growth oil is everything. It's everything. So I highly recommend you to give that a check out. What's the company called? It's called Hair Growth Company. That's Hair Growth Co. That's kind of how they label it. I do happen to have a video where I showcase the particular products that I'm currently using. There's also another styling product that I like, and the reason why I like it is because it's kind of like a styling custard jelly type of thing, but it has chebe powder. Come on now, y'all don't know no type of gels or anything like that, or molding gels that's soft and lightweight, that leaves your hair pliable, but also giving your hair the type of nutrients that you need in order for it to, be good. So, we know lots of times these gels that we purchase happens to have alcohols, drying alcohols in them, and it's just really not good. But this particular product, I love it because it's still moisturizing my hair. It's holding my hair in place, but also giving it that soft feel to it. Like I said, with this whole hair transplant surgery, we're not living life the way that we used to. First of all, Got to Be Glued ain't even a product that's ever coming in my house, okay? Never. It's never coming back in my house. I don't care. I don't care. I will use anything else. I probably actually use Gorilla actual glue before I would actually go to Got to Be Glued. That's just a horrible gel. It's nothing but, I don't know, because I feel like a lot of people used it for the wrong reasons when it first came out. It became so popular. Like, everybody was laying their wigs, everybody was laying their closures and everything like that with Got to Be Glued. And that is not a glue adhesive type product. It is a hairspray. It's only meant for hairspray or hair gel. But I won't use either or, just because it's a drying thing and it's a heavy duty product. You probably should not be using any type of heavy duty type of product like that, And then on top of that, if you guys are familiar with hair product buildup, excuse me, using that type of, y'all ain't in it. Whenever you guys are using that type of product, it continues to pile and pile and pile on your scalp, obviously, and that's not a good thing. And we are very guilty of just going on about our day, maybe going 2, 3, maybe 4 months not washing our hair, and then you be complaining why you got none, right? Yes. No, thank you, hon. I didn't. Okay, so at the particular time, they did require me to have a visa then. I've talked to a lot of YouTubers on here as well. And also some people on TikTok as well have told me that they have updated to the point where you don't need a visa. So that's not anything you have to worry about. One of my girlfriends recently just went to Turkey like less than like 2 weeks, maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago, and she said that they don't need any visa, so don't worry about that. I was happy about that because then that cuts down on the cost for y'all, right? So yes, what's over harvested? Nothing's over harvested. There are some people that does happen to have experiences where their hair transplant is over harvested in the back donor area, meaning that there's patches or they've taken out more follicles, especially in one area than they should have, that results to patchy back. So I didn't get that. I'm very thankful that that doesn't happen, or it didn't happen to me, but hopefully you guys don't have that situation happen to you, because I would really hate that, because like I said, when they pull that follicle bulb out, it won't grow back. So if they over harvested and you are patchy, that's not a good look. That's why I tell you guys strongly to make sure you guys do your homework and educate yourself on that type of situation. Make sure those clinics don't have constant reports on things like that. And it should be a while before you go back to your traditional products, especially hair grease. I have not, and I don't think I will ever use hair grease on my hair particularly. I only just stick to like liquid moisturizers and oils. I do mostly like a leave-in conditioner, and that's by Not Today. You can get it from Target, you can get it online, you can probably find it in your beauty supply store, but it's an organic lightweight moisturizer leave-in conditioner and detangler. I use that along with some of the Hair Growth Co. Leave-in conditioner, and then I have an oil that I just top it off with, and I just mist my hair every day with water, and I'll reapply those products. There is a new product that I have been using, and I will tell you guys because you guys deserve to know the tea. You know, you came here specially to my live, so why don't I give you guys special treatment? The new product that I am using currently is called the Soft and Beautiful Light Cream Moisturizer. And it's by Botanicals. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's in this yellow and green bottle. You can get it from Walmart. You can get it from Sally's. I highly recommend on Sally's if you guys buy it. The reason why I say Sally's is because Sally's offers it at a very cheaper price than anywhere. And it's like $3.99, but it keeps my hair moisturized. And the reason why I love this particular product is because it maintains moisture in my 4C type hair. Meaning, y'all know how 4C type hair is. It's very hard to keep moisturized. So the ingredients, which the key ingredient to me is glycerin. If you guys are familiar, you probably should educate yourselves on what glycerin does for your hair type. For me, it just takes the moisture out of the air and put it into your hair. So it really does work. So literally every day I just mist my hair, put that product in, comb it through, and I'm good to go. I don't have to reapply oils or anything like that to keep me going. It just works.
Are these yours or Maddie's?
You can have one.
Oh,
She haven't had one,
dang.
so knock yourself out.
Because I was like, are these yours?
No, you can
Are
have.
these not?
No, you
I
good.
think so. And then I was like, wait, are they yours? She was like, I think they're both of ours, but you can take mine.
Yeah. It don't matter. How long was my flight? My flight was, I want to say about maybe 18 hours. And that's because I took 3 flights. Your flight doesn't have to be as complicated as mine, just because I took 3 flights. The moment that I was good to go for my appointment, they were like, all right, when do you want to get here? I'm like, ASAP, okay? So that's the reason why my flight was a little bit difficult and broken up and chopped up, just because I was trying to get the most cost-effective flight that I possibly could in a good, decent timing. And the reason why I don't recommend so many flights, you can do as many as you want getting there, but on your way back home, you're probably not going to want to go through TSA a million times to get checked out, your head swelling as time goes by. I just want to let you guys know, when you're going through the airport, your face is going to turn, you're going to turn into a pumpkin. Before you get home, you're going to be a pumpkin. I'm going to just tell you that. You thought you might look crazy after surgery? You just wait. Wait till you get to TSA a million times. And then when you get home and look in the mirror, you're going to be like, oh no. So, it was delicious.
Hi, live.
This is YouTube live. Don't go in it.
I wasn't going to show
Oh, okay.
you.
But yeah, yeah, you guys. So it's totally up to you how you guys want to go about your flight, how you want to, you know, get there and stuff like that. But you can plan it way in advance. Just to save some money for yourself, you might be able to just plan it extremely in advance so that you guys don't have to go through that and pay the amount that I pay. You might be able to get a cheaper price just prolonging it. But hey, if you want to be outside as soon as possible, I say take advantage and go ahead and get it done. Because like I said, time is wasting just not doing it. And then also, I know a lot of people too also are scared because they're afraid about what people think. I'm gonna tell you something. The moment that I decided to be very vulnerable and open up myself to the world in my most ugliest, I had so many opportunities for myself. You guys might not even understand or get it. I don't know. And maybe because I am, pretty open. I know a lot of people aren't as open, but like there cannot be anything horrible that comes out of you getting a hair transplant. Now, yes, you probably are ashamed. You shouldn't be ashamed though. Like you fixed your problem. You fixed your issue. Like people might be laughing at you or whatever, but it's a temporary moment. Like 5-6 months from now, you're not gonna look the same. Don't care about what nobody else says. Don't care about what nobody feels, thinks. None of that. That should not be any reason as to why you are scared to make the next move to make you happy. That don't make no sense to me. I don't understand that. So talk about me all you want. That's all I have to say. You can talk about me all you want. I did what I was supposed to do, and now I don't look like that. You can talk about me all day long. Hey, if it was a good joke, it was a good joke. You're gonna go into hiding. I don't blame you. I mean, like, I literally was for like 2 days, okay? I ain't gonna lie. When they said you're not supposed to wear like a silk scarf or anything like that, I put on a silk scarf for like 2 days, and they tell you you're not supposed to have coffee, and I knew why. I found out why you're not supposed to have coffee a few days after your surgery. I think they said up to 5 to 7 days you're not supposed to have coffee. When I had coffee, I broke out into sweats, y'all. I was like, oh yeah, now I know why I can't or shouldn't be having coffee. So I snatched that scarf off my head. I was like, nope, I don't even care. I don't even care. But I immediately washed my hair after that situation, just because I was like, man, don't let sweat get on it, because then you'll be like burning. For some reason, y'all know that sweat has like salty, that saltiness in it. It burns for some reason. It's crazy, but it really burns with it just sitting there on your scalp. So as soon as you possibly can, try to wash that off of your scalp, because it's not good sitting there. You might be causing long-term damage than you think, but I felt it. So, and also I felt like whenever I was working out too, y'all, I felt like I was getting bumps in my head constantly all the time. And it's because I was sweating in my head a lot. But it also was the reason why I resulted to washing my hair more often than just once a week or whatever. I could not go to a regular schedule because I was trying to do too much. My head was sweating and stuff like that. So how long did I wait before working out? I would say about 2 months to 3 months I started trying to work out. I worked out, and then I kept getting bumps in my head. Like, it was literally like a new bump like every day or every other day. That's kind of crazy. I don't understand. And they say, the doctors say that you can work out after a month's time after getting this done. I don't recommend it because your wounds are still open, to me personally. But like I said, I waited till about maybe 2 to 3 months before I started working out, and it was a bump in my head every single day. And I'm talking about like it's not exactly, but it was like ingrown hair. Yes, it was ingrown hair, and it felt more like a boil. I don't know if you guys have ever had that type of feeling before, but we all don't. I don't wish a boil on nobody, okay? just make sure if you do work out, you are needing, or you're gonna have to need to wash your hair every single day, every day, after every workout. I'm sorry. Don't even waste no time. Shower immediately after you've done your workout, just so that your scalp is cleansed. That sweat and stuff like that doesn't have time to rest on your head to develop more sores. So highly recommend you guys take it easy. Don't be so quick to just jump into things. I know we want to get back to working out, but if you do decide to do that, I would suggest doing low impact type of workouts, just so that you aren't really sweating as much. And also probably in very cool climate areas, you know. If you're at home working out or something like that, turn the AC up or something. You need to stay cold or something like that, just because you don't want the opportunity to sweat. That's basically mainly it. You could, but just be mindful that if you do sweat, it could cause some sort of issues. But I will say, I am going to, let's see here. Yeah, I still have the top of my hair. Everything else is still low. And the reason why I would suggest keeping your hair on the top only if you want some extra assistance when it comes to styling your hair. I feel like that particular longer piece on the top of my head allowed me to have some sort of buffer where it wasn't sitting like a wig unit or like a half wig or something like that, or a hair topper, where the hair wasn't sitting directly on my head. It kind of gave it a little space to kind of like not be rubbed up against or anything like that, because I know a lot of people want to just immediately go into wearing wigs after this procedure, just because they don't want to, you know, have everything exposed. But I highly suggest keeping it, just so that you can do ponytails and, you know, put a hair topper on or whatever. Have something for the hair to actually anchor onto, just so that you have some sort of versatility when styling it, versus when you're completely shaven off, you have literally no hair to grab onto, you have literally no hair to blend it off. Like, see, now I have enough hair, like my hair is probably like this long in the front.
Oh, my green one?
So now I can wear like a half wig and comb my hair back into this hair, and it wouldn't be a problem.
No, I lied. I have 5.
Your hair is gonna grow fast. You're gonna be able to blend the front way faster than you think. 5 months. I'm in 5 months now, so you guys should be able to get back on track with styling your hair, I would say, in your 4th month. I wear a silk hair scarf. I wore a silk hair scarf, and it was more like how I tied it. It was just more like a little hood. So that also saved me, because that little hair piece on the top that I kept, like I said, it's a buffering piece. So the silk scarf didn't sit directly on my head. It was like this. So it was like a silk hood. Nothing was resting on that particular area. It did breathe. Somebody was also saying that the clinic said don't wear a hair scarf or anything like that on your head. They must let you, or did they let you get away with it or something like that? And I was like, they told me the same thing, but I did what I wanted to do anyway. First of all, I just need peace and quiet. I don't need nobody interrupting me or anything like that while I'm on the plane. I don't want people freaking out or nothing like that. And besides, I didn't know if it was like kind of bloody or whatever. I didn't want nobody to be like losing their appetite looking at the back of my head or nothing like that. So I just kind of kept things a little hidden away, but my head still breathed, if that makes sense. How long did I sleep on my back? For the longest. I would say up until like maybe 4 months and a half. Now I'm kind of sleeping a little bit normal just because I've been on a run with moving and everything like that. So the travel pillows were kind of packed away and stuff like that, so I didn't get a chance to really use my travel pillow as of lately. But yeah, I slept on my back for a really long time. I really thought that that helped me out too as well with actually having really great hair growth results. So and if you guys do decide to do this procedure, or if you're currently in this procedure, I highly suggest using a travel pillow just so that you try to ease your way into sleeping on your hairline. I am not gonna lie to you guys, when I first started sleeping on my sides, or let's just say trying to sleep on my sides, it was kind of sore. I was well healed by that time, but it still was kind of tender at times. Now I'm not as tender at all. Maybe because I'm kind of like manipulating it a little bit more, but it's not as bad now. I don't feel anything now. There's not any striking pains. There's not any aches or any tension or anything like that. I'm just very precautious on the way that I kind of like tug and pull on my hair. So just be careful how you handle it. Have you guys already done your procedures, or are you guys, who's in here thinking about possibly going through with it, and what's holding you back? And then also, if you guys could also comment, how did you even get to this particular point for losing your hair? Was it braids? Who lost their hair to braids? Who lost their hair to wigs? I'm someone who lost my hair to wearing a lot of lace fronts. I don't know if you guys happen to see my little debut on Good Morning America. They were saying that my hair was pulled out due to tight ponytails. All lies, all caps. I told the lady exactly what my situation was. I told her it came from wearing those lace fronts too many times. And I guess my mom was saying they didn't want to pinpoint it on wigs. I guess I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't tell the full truth, because that wasn't my truth. Ponytails did not pull my hair out. It was wigs. You're thinking about it? I highly recommend it. It's hereditary. Oh, wow. I'm sorry about that. That sucks. Definitely, I want you to try to educate yourself, especially considering the fact that it is hereditary. And most of the time, I would say anything type of hereditary wise would be something that is easily fixable, just because if you think about it, a lot of people, like, let's just say for an example, male pattern baldness, whenever men start to lose their hair, they go for hair transplants as well. But the thing with men, that's the crazy part, I would kind of wait till all the hair that you need to fall out falls out, because what's going to happen is, if you start in your early phase getting a surgery procedure and they take out the hair and they put the hair in, then a couple of years down the line, your hair is still gradually coming out as time goes on, so it didn't completely shed overall. So now you're feeling like, oh, I need another hair transplant. So you'll keep going to get hair transplants over and over and over again, just because, you know, it's a hereditary thing, and you want to make sure everything is completely falling out before filling it in. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so then yeah, I would definitely check it out just to see. Yeah, I would definitely check it out just to see. Make sure you're not deficient in anything. Make sure all those things are good to go. But normally hereditary situations are easily fixable. Traction, me too. I am traction as well. So yeah, that's really, really good and easily fixable too as well. I just want you to be aware that you got that diagnosis from an actual hair doctor or doctor. just so that you are just so that you are aware of all your conditions and everything like that. Because like I said, I don't want you guys to get something done and then later down the road be like, oh well, it didn't work for me, you know. So Westy, it's your bestie. Come here, mama. Hey. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I really did enjoy talking to you guys. I've never actually had an actual chit chat live with YouTube before. This is kind of new for me, and I'm really enjoying it. I feel like it's very personable, and you guys are easily able to access me with questions and whatnot. So I'm very happy about that. How did I handle about going in the public for my procedure? Um, that question. After having my procedure and also with exposing myself to the world, and I know everybody here in this live can agree with me. I showed myself in a very uncomfortable state. And I was a nervous wreck, even just showcasing the world how I looked normally, with no scarf and just going out and about, because everybody has always perceived me to be just this like cute little girl, or not a little girl, this cute young lady who, you know, always had herself put together, and then from going all the way put together to just being completely like, what happened to you? You know, that was kind of off-putting for a lot of people, because they're like, oh, I'm kind of used to you, you know, looking your best, you know, and I wasn't. But I got over that. It was just more so, you know, bravery. And also, I think it's also my companion, my husband, my supportive husband. He also have, you know, just praised me for, you know, just being so vulnerable and just loving my beauty. I actually was just more so excited too, about the whole situation, knowing that I did something that is life-changing for me, to look and feel my very best. So I kind of ignored if anybody had anything to say. Also, I've just planted this seed, this sound in my head. You don't know me, and I don't know you. So if you have something you want to say about me, it can't really bother me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, even if it was somebody that bothered me, like, you don't even know me to judge me. You can't even talk about me. I don't feel bad. Nobody can talk about me. That's how I kind of felt. So it's just like, this is probably your first impression too. Whenever somebody in the public eye sees you for the first time in that image, that's their first impressions of looking at you in that way. So their automatic assumption is to say, well, you probably look like this all the time, so it ain't no big deal. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was just easy peasy. Now, considering the fact for the people who do happen to go to work, I don't know how that would go. I know that if I showed up to work looking the way that I did, I would not have a job. She would have judged me and told me to go home and never to come back. That's the type of boss I had. But like I mentioned to you guys, if you guys gotta do what you gotta do what you gotta do. Wrap your hair in silk scarf like material. I recommend just going to like Joann Fabrics or something like that, to get some sort of like nude or some sort of silky type fabric. Cut up a little strip and tie it to your head so that there's some sort of buffer there for you guys, so that there's no type of friction whenever you put an actual wig unit or anything on your hair. It's kind of just like, you know, slipping on the hairline itself, so it's not really like friction or anything like that. So make sure whatever you're putting on your hair is very soft. You're so welcome, NY. Oh, thank you so much, Cherise. Thank you. I try to be as very informative as possible, very transparent, very real, because it's not a lot of information, especially from our fellow Black community, that is giving out information. Like, yes, we've seen you go to get a hair transplant. We all know that. We've seen you go. You made a couple of videos about it, but you never went deep into detail. Because, like, how I see it is like, okay, yeah, you had a hair transplant. Now what? Was it just to show off? Was it to give you guys information? Because my objective anytime I'm posting something is to help you guys. It's not, or educate you guys. Like, I want it to be as informative as possible and learn something and take something from it versus saying, oh, well, it was a cute video. You know, I want more than that. Because, like, I hate watching anything. I hate watching TikTok. I hate watching YouTube. If I didn't learn anything or get anything from your video, why am I following you? Why am I, why am I here? It's wasting my time. I'm here to educate myself. I mean, we know how the scroll goes. We go on our phone, we scroll all day, but if you ain't learned nothing in all that scrolling time, you is wasting your time, for real. I am educating you guys. I'm giving you information, and I hope you guys learn something from it, something that you can apply to your life, just because some people they don't have any value. That's my thing. I want to provide value. That's super duper important for me. So if you guys want any type of specific type of videos you guys want to see, if you guys have anything you guys would like to be educated on more, so I can get that out for you guys. As I mentioned to you guys, thank you guys so much for being super duper supportive and patient with me. I know I'm not on here as the way I want to, but things are about to change now because I'm in my new home and I'm getting settled, but I'm making a plan to be back consistent and more consistent than I've ever been, because there's just opportunity here where I'm at. So why not take the initiative to put in the hard work? And like I said, I want it to be a place you guys can learn, a place you guys can all, come together with the similar situation, stories, or whatever you guys have in common. And, like I said, I just want you guys to get something from my videos. So NY, I do happen to have 2 videos. One is a hair care routine update. I have 2 videos. They're in my hair transplant playlist. So if you go on my profile, you should be able to go and find that playlist. Those videos are in there. So yeah, you should be able to come across all the products that I've ever taken up until this point. I am coming into my 6th month, which is so crazy to say. Time is flying by so fast. Yeah, so definitely go check it out. But I am going to be updating you guys also too as well, for the little well, I have one more extra product that I told you guys in the live, which is the Soft and Beautiful light cream moisturizer that I've also started applying into my routine. But I will be putting that in the video upcoming, so everybody will have a formal update of everything that I'm doing. But the thing about my lives, what I really do love about my lives, is that I'm able to tell you guys in the now what's going on, and I'm able to tell you guys things that I have not even told anybody. That's the thing that I love about live. Like, y'all are getting the real tea. It's a treat to even be here, you know what I mean? So it's not no rinky-dink regular smegular post, but the fact that you are able to actually be here in this live, you guys are getting the real facts way ahead of time before anybody else probably even come across this. So really love that I'm able to get this information out to you guys. But did you guys have any more questions or anything else that you guys would like to ask?
Well, we got the flavor.
I know. I'm so happy you guys are here. It was quiet for a long time, but we finally got somewhere, and I'm really happy that you guys were able to join in and ask some questions. But as I mentioned to you guys, this is my first time actually like going live with you guys on YouTube and able to actually like interact with you guys. You guys ask me questions, so I feel like I'm talking to somebody, and you know, so that I really just feel like it's so personable here, and you guys get direct answers whenever you want it. And I think I'm gonna just continue. I think maybe I should do it maybe weekly, every 2 weeks, or a month. I haven't decided yet, but I want to do this often, a little bit more often, just because I feel like not everybody got a chance to even probably come into this live. I appreciate all the love that you guys are sending my way, but I know a lot of people aren't able to even just get in this live, but I really want to do it a little more frequently where everybody can kind of just, oh, she's here today. Oh, let's ask her some questions. I've been meaning to ask her this, that, and the other. So yeah, I'm really, really happy that we can all just get together and talk about those things. So just on the lookout for regular up posts. Probably, like I mentioned to you guys, maybe 2 times a week. I'm gonna try to go for 2 times a week. I'm gonna get settled at home first, but I am going to go live probably 2 times a week. I would say I'm gonna give it that much. But I hope you guys are having a blessed Sunday. I am going to be ending this live pretty soon, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your all's time, because y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you guys spend it with me, and I really love y'all for being here. But I hope y'all have a blessed Sunday, and I will see y'all next time. Maybe I'll do like a story, not stories, but maybe I'll do like a short to let you guys know when I'll be hosting my next live, so that everybody can participate, or actually do one of those like voting type of things. Thank you so much, NY. I really do appreciate you guys. I love you guys.